Hey guys, it's a hot day here in Texas. It's about 96 degrees. It's going to be about 100. That's early in the morning. So if you're planning on moving to Texas, get ready for the heat. Right now we're just preheating. It gets up in the 110s. But the reason I'm talking about temperature is because sound dampening can play a big factor in insulating your vehicle and retaining heat in the winter, and actually keeping it cool in the summertime. It almost serves as an insulation barrier, kind of like your house. When they put fiberglass insulation or spray foam, this is basically doing the same thing. Now this is a Toyota Tundra, and what I want to show you is that if you notice right here, there is no sound dampening. There's nothing. If you notice right here, parts of the floor had this like sound dampening paste, like a bed liner but thicker. I don't know how to explain it. Like a pookie, but that has hardened. So it's not pliable, it's not flexible like the sound dampening sheets that we normally use. But like I said, if you live in hotter climates, definitely get some sound dampening, not only for the properties of sound quality, but also for the properties of being able just to keep your car cooler longer in the summer. You'll notice that you'll park the car for a couple hours while you had the AC running, you get back in it and it's still fairly cool. Obviously use the sunshade and tint your windows and all that, but another thing I want to point out is that the Killmat 80 mil sound dampening after a year has held up very nicely. There's no signs of peeling or maybe that the heat has gotten to it and it's starting to gunk up anywhere or dripping. So after a year in the Texas heat, which can get about 150 degrees inside the vehicle during the summer, it's held up very nicely. I'm very impressed. But with that said, this is a lot thinner than the MVX 80 mil. They're both 80 mil, except that the NVX is a lot thicker. I understand. It's not as easy to install as that Killmat, but I'm assuming that's because it's thicker. And with that said, this MVX stuff is really good stuff. It sound dampens the crap out of your doors. I've used this and I've used the Killmat, and this by far just destroys the Killmat. So if you're interested in sound dampening your vehicle, even if it's just for a quieter ride or to get better sound quality, definitely go with the MVX. The MVX also offers a tri-layer sound dampening sheet, which actually has the butyl rubber. It has the aluminum sheet, which we're seeing here. If you notice on the bottom, there's aluminum there. And then it'll have a third layer of kind of like this closed cell foam. So if you put that in your doors, not only will it sound dampen, but it also make it quieter, get rid of squeaks and stuff like that. I'm doing this in this vehicle because it's just so loud from factory. I've done the roof, the back walls. I'm doing the back side of the floors. I ran out, so I never finished, but this is it. I've done the front doors, done the rear doors, I've done under the hood, I've done the front doors, the rear doors, the under the hood, the roof. I've done every square inch of this vehicle to try to get it as quiet as possible. And another reason is because I do have hybrids, or what they call hybrids, which is a mix of a all-terrain and a mud-terrain, and they are also E-rated tires, which are 10-ply, so they are pretty noisy. Not super noisy, but like if this was a regular car with those tires on it, chances are I probably wouldn't hear it. But in this vehicle, since it's so tinny, and I'm very picky about my SQ and trying to keep it quiet in here, so I like a quiet, smooth ride when I'm going down the highway, and this definitely helps. Like I said, the Toyotas are not known for putting a bunch of money into some of their stuff, as you can tell by the sound dampening. Even their plastics are really kind of cheap. I feel. I mean, they're reliable cars, but I mean, if you buy a limited Tundra, this is an SR5. You're basically getting the same thing. I don't know if they add a little bit more sound dampening, but I mean, this is what all Tundras look like in the back. It's kind of sad actually that you have to pay like $10,000 more and you still get the same thing just with leather seats and a sunroof. So with that being said, guys, this is going to wrap up this video. If you have any questions, comment them down below. Oh yeah, before I go, I want to show you what one of these sheets looks like. So it's gonna come with, they're bigger than this. It's actually twice the size of this. I had to cut this, and then you just peel it off. Okay, and then just make sure you have a good like degreaser or alcohol. I've used Windex in a pinch, so anything that just will get rid of grease. Clean your area off really good, and then you're going to need a razor blade to cut it to size like I've done here, because of this, or you can put the full size if you can fit it, which is ideal. But you're also going to need this roller. Without the roller, it's not going to adhere to the metal as well, so you're not going to get the sound dampening properties that the material offers. So make sure you get every little piece stuck to the metal, and if you do that, it's going to last a lot longer. There's not going to be any dirt getting underneath there. So hopefully this helps other people out. Another thing I'm going to stress is, if you live in hot climates, guys, please do not go cheap on this sound dampening material or sound dampening sheets. You can look at Google pictures of disasters of people that have installed really cheap sound dampening, and they just have goo and sticky stuff behind their doors, and it starts to melt and drip, and it just turns out to be really nasty. And taking this stuff off is really hard once you apply it, and it's been sitting a while. So the good thing is, it's kind of like putting graphics on a bike. You can, while you're putting it in, you can take it back off, move it around and adjust it if you need to. But once it's been there for a while, it's kind of sticky, you know, so it's been melted into place, I guess you could say. But hopefully this helps. Just prep your area real clean, use a blow dryer to get all the dust out. Definitely use a degreaser, razor blade, roller, and you should be good to go. See you on the next one, guys.